Alright, Big O, here's your game in the Republique. And, different build you got set up here compared to the Burgon. You have gone for secondaries.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, I've had that captain as a secondary captain for a long, long time.
Okay. You can do secondary Repub. You can do secondary Burgon for that matter, but generally it's not as good as just going for regular stuff. I will say, I ground the French battleship line going secondaries, and I had a good old time. So you can do either. But okay, so you've done your secondary stuff, fine. And then you said you've got a standard captain, so you've got emergency repair specialist, IFHE, secondary range, concealment, fire prevention, manual secondaries, and I'm assuming that you're saving up for adrenaline rush?
Mm-hmm. That's actually the very next point I'm getting.
Yeah, that's the last thing you can do. I'm curious why you didn't go demolition expert, but I mean, I get it with emergency repair specialist kind of helps out. IFHE. So you did IFHE because your secondaries don't really end much, right? Your secondaries they'll penetrate 26 millimeters with IFHE. So without, they're talking about 20 millimeter, I think. Let's see.
Correct.
Yeah. And so if you do it with, if you don't have that, I mean, for the 127s, that's not a big deal? Or is it the one? I thought you had 100s on here too. I'm thinking of a different ship. But the big thing about that is you can start penetrating like cruiser armor versus shattering. I think this is a bigger deal though on the Alsace, because the Alsace has 100 millimeter secondaries, and that's where IFHE is definitely necessary. You could probably get away without running IFHE on this ship. See, your 152s don't penetrate 32 millimeter armor either. So, yeah, you might be better off running without IFHE, because you kill your fire chance. So, that might be something I would consider changing. Oh, they changed it. No, they didn't. Well, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind, I'm thinking of something else. If the winner's not here, then you get it. Oh, okay, there you go. What could you pick instead of IFHE? We talked about Brisk last replay. That would be helpful. Grease the Gears could work. You could even get away with Vigilance if you're going to be playing up close and personal with people. This is the recommended build for French battleships, like the Republique. So, again, just like last time, you go into Gun Feeder and into Grease the Gears. You got Adrenaline Rush, typical battleship tank build, and you can see you use the propulsion abilities and then your main armaments. Because the thing about this ship is the main battery is 431 millimeter. Now, 431 might not seem like that big of a deal, but 431 means it can overmatch 30 millimeters of armor. That means you can overmatch pretty much every cruiser in this game at tier 10 or even above that's running 27 millimeters of armor. Right, so that's American cruisers especially. I think that's Hindenburg. I think it's Hindenburg. And a slew of others, but that's what's so special about 431. And we saw that in clan battles. Some Repub players are really good with their aim and can absolutely do stuff. But I completely get why you might go secondaries as well, because that's a little bit extra damage, and I know you are typically a more aggressive style player. You still there, Big O?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to turn a match around.
Okay, no problem. Zhao, yes, absolutely. Everything, well, just about everything overpens the hell out of Zhao, right? It's called Test Ship Zao for a reason, isn't it? Alright, so you've got for flags, det flag, ramming flag, secondary flag. I'm surprised you don't have speed. I'm surprised you don't have heal. Flood and fire reduction would be handy. If you're buffing your secondaries, you might want to buff your secondaries' fire chance as well. But you don't have to run all the flags, of course. If they'd buff the armor since there's light cruisers now, that'd be great. I mean, I don't disagree with you there. Alright, Big O, we're going to get into your game now, your Repub game. And Sea Bear, good to see you again. How you doing, man?
Бой начинается.
Sea Bear's just roasting a duck. There you go. Yeah, a better rudder shift would be helpful for the Zao. I would agree with that. And then turret angles so it can kite better would be nice for the Zao as well. Sure, totally. So let's take a look at the lineup. Midway, 3 tier 10 battleships, a Zumo, a Nebraska, 4 cruisers, and then 2 subs. No destroyers whatsoever.
Like on a match.
Yeah, right, exactly. Not too worried about torpedoes other than the subs. So early on, you're thinking head to A, which makes sense. That's the flank you've been set to, and then you're gonna take the shot just in case, and you forgot you had HE loaded. Oops.
Yeah. Oops.
Happened to me earlier. Enemy sub is at A because A is already being captured. Alright, Nevsky broadside to you. That's gonna be fun. You're aiming high, you're expecting him to turn away. And he did. You got 2 overpens though. You ever had food fried in duck fat? Legit awesome. Damn, Seaver. Ooh, a Des Moines? Yes, please. A little quick with your shot there. You might have wanted to take some time to figure out what the Des Moines is doing. If you note, Des Moines not going full speed. You get stream raiders going off stream. I think that's too high. He's turning in. I'd aim a little bit lower. Which means, of course, you're going to Citadel him. There's the overmatch mechanic I was talking about. And Big O, once again, turning out. Being very cautious. Taco! Hold your replay. Did you use cover my replay earlier? I don't see it. I see Casualty Drinkers and Gaelic Knights. So, don't worry, man. You're good. You got a gift sub. Okay. So we can do that another time if you're going to be back later. Just remind me next time, like Thursday, Friday, or Sunday next week. And we'll get it taken care of. Rip the Des Moines. Des Moines' a little salty, but frankly, he screwed that up. He was way too aggressive early on. So I don't blame the sub and carrier at all.
Торпеды по правому борту.
His VDS was showing a little bit.
Вижу крейсер противника.
And what is VDS?
Vehicle derangement syndrome.
Okay. I have never heard that before.
Вижу линкор противника. Обнаружен крейсер противника. Обнаружен линкор противника.
So,
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
are you gonna go into A now? I mean, there's no... They're all running away from A. Right? Oh, but you're detected. So, sub and A, perhaps?
Yeah, just had to figure out where. That's the thing.
In the meantime, you can try to smack Schlieffen.
Enemy submarine in sight.
There he is.
Крейсер противника. Вижу линкор.
Fortunately, you've got a carrier that is honing in on him. Good hits there, or, well, a splash looks like, so it's a little off.
Обнаружен крейсер противника. Обнаружен линкор противника.
Hey, Gandalf. And big goes the scroll zoomer. You're just gonna have to get over it. I mean, if some of you guys saw what happened to me earlier today, where I was using the shift so much, it went with sticky keys, and I had to deal with that. That was annoying. Alright, you got a flood on the sub. It's a perma because he obviously DCP'd your first set.
Вижу линкор противника.
Oil Slicky's moving to the right. There you go. Vigo is extremely experienced with ASW and battleships, and you can kind of tell that.
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
Thank you, Gandalf. It's great to be back.
Enemy submarine sunk.
HE loaded for the sub. Unfortunate, because he got the Schlieffen broadside, but doesn't matter because he's low enough anyway. Nicely done.
Противника уничтожен.
Just blind scope zoom to spacebar. Blind scope zoom to spacebar. Ah, there you go. I use the spacebar actually for dropping depth charges instead of the G key.
Вижу крейсер противника.
So Big O, all these secondary specs, I haven't seen your secondaries be useful that much.
It kicks in later.
I'm sure it does.
Secondaries will always be strongest mid to late game.
Oh yes.
I don't know why we're not shooting the Nevsky here.
Well, Nevsky's kind of in a kiting away position, and I think it makes sense to not play his game. He obviously wants to kite away and farm.
Yeah, I mean, you just shoot a turret, you never know. I mean, you also overmatch him,
Mm-hmm.
so armor doesn't matter.
Двигатель в штатном режиме. Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели.
Yeah, that St. Vincent, if he just keeps going straight, that's going to be good for you. But you also don't want to be too side to the Republique. So, 4 ships, you might want to think about disengaging.
Turns
I
out.
like the Naki mob is also so close. That's really cool to see. Knows what he's doing. Good choice on the hipper.
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
Yeah, there it is.
Крейсер противника уничтожен.
So that's
I would
two
just
cruisers.
stay dark. I don't know.
What's that?
I'm admitting the. I think he's fine actually shooting there, but like if he was lower health, like staying dark there, and so you can turn and do this turn without getting shot at. But I think it's fine with his health. But yeah, ignore what I said.
Союзники, передаю координаты важной
I mean,
цели.
it's something that's worth mentioning, right? You have to be cognizant
Линкор
of
противника.
if you shoot, you give away your stealth, which means you can be shot at while you're trying to do something. So it's worth it to think about that.
Двигатель
Does it
в
just lose a
форсированном
turret,
режиме.
or is it just saturation?
Did who?
Oh, never mind. It was saturation. I thought when you zoomed in on the shell, it looked at Vincent from a lost turret. So I was a bit curious on how that happened.
Oh. Now you got a big problem here, and that is your team has pretty much died up north. And aside from the Vermont, you're going to be up front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, uh-huh. HE again?
I mean, at that range.
What is St. Vincent super heal?
I would... Yeah, I'd still be using AP, but okay.
Well, at that range, he still has the ability to turn and angle to the AP.
You also overmatch his nose, so you could also just try to hit that. But it is repub, so it is questionable.
Stevie's decided to get up again. Stevie, what's up?
Неполадки устранены.
I would just have AP loaded, because
Yeah.
this HE is kind of making me a bit triggered.
It's funny, right? Because in the Repub game, or Gone game, I felt like you used AP too much, and here I feel like you're using HE too much.
Too much. Like you overmatch 30 millimeters, so having AP loaded pretty much every time just guarantees like if a cruiser just swap, if anything comes up broadside, you just have AP loaded instead of
Right.
you're not like fidgeting like this thing right here. He's broadside. Oh, you have AP. Never mind. But say you've had HE loaded, but like moments like these, you probably kill him here because he's so low.
Линкор противника
Yeah.
уничтожен.
Nice shot on the Nebraska.
Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели.
Probably, maybe the Zao might be the.
Отличный бой.
I don't think you arc that. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He's dead.
Yeah.
Союзники, передаю координаты важной цели.
I would hold your shot. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you want to get yourself in a position to maneuver, and your biggest threat right now is probably that Repub.
Like this now, like. Do you get chunked here?
I'd still shoot the Zao.
Yes.
Пожарная тревога.
Zao is turning. Because you won't Citadel repub here. And look at the Zao, he's on 8k. Like, if you hit the Zao for 11, yeah, the Zao would have been dead. Because you just did 11k to that man.
Get him out. Yep.
Вижу линкор противника.
This guy's playing with fire if he's turning in.
Неполадки устранены.
Toby, hello. Good day to you too, sir.
Нужна помощь с ПВО. Нужна помощь с
Steve,
If
He's
you
ПВО.
still-
just held your shots a bit longer.
I do feel like overall he's firing quicker than he could be. That's kind of a cruiser mentality, right?
I mean, what is a reload right now? Like, probably, I would say 19 right now with AR. If he has AR.
This is a standard captain, so it's not the buffed AR.
Okay. Might be 20 then.
This song increases trauma from 10-degree Norwegian summer. Sorry? Alright, well... Go ahead. Somehow you've gone from a ship lead to... Oh look, you're losing! In terms of numbers, at least. Oh, the Nakimov has a Nevsky right in front of him. That's unfortunate.
Nice
До
menu
конца
map
боя
shot, yeah.
осталось 5 минут.
Decent hit there.
World of Planes.
Торпеды прямо по курсу.
Hey, Nevsky goes down. The
Двигатель в
Repub is
форсированном
about
режиме.
into you. Oh, shoot his turret out.
Grip dispersion.
Yeah. Aiming too low. If you want to take the turret out, aim higher. The reason I suggest the turret is because he's not looking at you, so you can smack him in the side of the turret where the armor is lower. It's too late, he's already turned back to you,
Yep.
and
Right.
you see what happened. Oh, you're Nakimov.
Неполадки устранены.
I just want to pause for a second. Big O.
You
are
know what's about to happen. You already
Yes.
know.
Yes, but I don't know that it's a good idea right now. If you die, I mean, obviously you take their repub off, right? Nakimov is quite low. He could go down. And now you're depending on the Petropavlovsk to...
Carry this, basically.
Yeah. So, to me, this decision is extremely risky. I would have gone around to the side and just smacked him. He's not even looking at you. He's reversing. You can get on his side very easily. Now, do you have ramming flag? You do. And he does have ramming flag, so that's something to consider. But the question is, does the enemy Bergon have ramming flag? So you're kind of... Unless you know for sure that he doesn't, this is an... I don't like this idea.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he gets the kill because he's going full speed and it should be enough, yeah. But I mean, you're also a secondary build, right? So if you just angle and you just I don't think you can get into an angle where you get both your guns off and he doesn't damage you. But he's also using his only front turret, so if you just angle and just use your secondaries, because he has the CV also going after him, so he just dies because he took like a 20k salvo from Torps.
Right.
And yeah, I think you still have a heal left also.
Right.
Yeah, at that point, both of our HP was low, so if one of us is going to die, might as well make it both of us.
So, all I'm saying is, I mean, now you're putting it into a very... You're just extremely dependent on your team now.
Like that midway's still full health, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And midway definitely has the capability to kill Nakimov in the Petra.
Is the view allowed on Twitch? I mean, you're touching tips.
Literally, that's what brought the two ships down.
Well, let's see what happens with the rest of the replay. But yeah, I really don't like the decision to ram there. If he was looking at you, right, then I can understand the ram, because you don't want to take the risk that you fail the ram and he kills you. But if he's not looking at you, there's really no easy way. The true that tips are exploding, Joey. Thank you for adding to that.
Uh-oh, your Petro is about to eat.
Is that what they call an Eskimo kiss? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Those are noses, yeah.
Oh, the Dutch. And that's a free, what, 67k right there if you just didn't
Midway?
ram? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, keep in mind, I haven't played Republic in months. So this was like the first match.
Oh, wait, I mean, he's gifting himself
Almost.
to the Petro.
Almost 10 months?
Uh-huh. That's fine. Well, you know, he gave you some feedback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, smashed.
So, what are we going to title this one? Originally, I thought Overmatch, but then the ram happened.
I mean, to be fair, it was me taking out their last battleship with me, so...
Well, that's true,
Yeah.
but look, you got 2 minutes to go. They have 2 caps to your 1. Nakimov is extremely low.
Okay. Oh, I guessed it right. Yeah.
Fortunately,
dead
the
here.
Petro is doing a nice job of killing the Midway. By the way, look, Mom, no hands. This is all Big O's movements. So you know. And you're
Okay,
Nakimov.
Might go down, making B-Link because Chappie. Oh, rip. Because he hasn't played Yamato.
There goes the Midway.
Oh, there goes the sub. He is
Yep.
somehow spotted.
Yep. And with that, it's probably going to decide this game. Because Nakimov's auto ASW is coming out too. Yeah, that'll do it.
How is he still alive? He's probably he
Let's
has to
give
be
it-
flooding at this point.
I
There
gotta
he
run,
is.
so I'll catch you later.
All right, Big O. Thanks for all your support earlier, and thanks for sending in the replays, man.
Yep.
Oh, he shotguns the Petro.
What is shotgunning?
Good repub game either way, considering I haven't played it in a while.
Oh, of course.
The sub almost won the game.
He still can, actually.
Yeah, like he has rear torps, right? Because what is it? A
It's a sturdy.
30? He has rear torps, right?
I think it's like 1.
Oh.
Just not enough time.
Yeah.
If this game was
Wow.
like 2 minutes longer, maybe. Right, Manchu? Yeah. Wargaming says subs don't shotgun. Let's take a look at your render here. See, I guess that RAM is just really the controversial part in this replay. Everything else I thought was fine.
Yeah.
Shooting a little bit too quick, okay, fine. Using HE too much, okay, fine. But the RAM is like the real big thing. Let's see. I render your game. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the next replay. Well, let's finish this one first, then we can do that. I always like to get through one iteration of a replay render first, but you see the experience that Big O has though hunting subs in a battleship. clearly knows what he's doing when it comes to using his ASW. That helped him in that initial sub engagement. And I do like how he turned away from that Nevsky at this part. I mean, no need for him to get himself burned to a crisp for free. You can't pop in for your replay? No worries, Gaelic.
I am back.
Welcome back. Is that what you guys want me to title this replay? Just the tips? What happened to the Vermont? He was like full. Never mind.
He
got
probably sat
repubbed.
broadside and he got repubbed.
Yeah, he got repubbed.
Like you can't do that against repub at that range.
Nope.
Like here, like if he just angled like a bit to his left and got his secondaries off, this guy just dies because the CV is also going from.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because I don't know why this CV just sent all his planes at the Nakimov.
Yeah, it looked like he did one drop right off the bat at the start, but then he kind of stopped after that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand where Big O's thinking is. Go for the guaranteed kill as opposed to being greedy and then, missing.
Just die somehow, yeah.
Yeah. The problem is this game was way, way closer than it seemed. And I think getting that assured kill would have been a secured game. You would have absolutely won at that point. Look how close it got. Well, either way, it was a good replay. It was a good use of subscriber benefits and all that good stuff.